Hello everybody, Assassinator back with another Halo Infinite weekly update video for week number 57. Now there's quite a few things to talk about, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And the first thing, like usual, is the shop. So the shop is basically a bunch of Yorai items, and I feel that the reason why in the winter update they gave out the Yorai core was just for this reason right here. So it's a positive for people who missed out on Season 1, never earned it in Season 1, but I feel that their big thing behind the scenes is to make more money here. And you know what? 343 can go ahead and do it. I ain't mad at them. I obviously earned mine. I earned a lot of free items during that event pass, the 30 tier event pass. I purchased what I already wanted from the Yorai things. I hope they bring out those dragon shoulders and they're not too expensive. If they're not too expensive, I probably will purchase them. Got to check out what they look like actually on my Spartan. But let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to breeze through these because they're basically repeats. I don't believe anything on here is new. So the first thing is right here, Sentinel's Blades. So you get the 4-piece nameplate emblem bundle right there. But the big thing that you're basically paying that high price for are these samurai swords. No, these are not the same one that you're able to earn in that event pass. These ones are the larger actual samurai swords. Other ones, I don't know, I'll call little daggers. And those go in the very front of you. And no, you cannot put both of them on at the same time. So those were $7. Let's move down to Heart Piercer. For $8, you get 3 pieces in here. You can see what those 3 pieces are. So we'll start with the stance, clean cut. Overall, it looks decent, but again, I like showing off my weapon coating. So until they end up adding, I guess, custom colors to your energy sword, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on any of these. You get a violet visor, which overall looks cool, but I already have some purple visors. And then you get this chest attachment, which is a pretty cool looking chest attachment. I don't feel it goes really with my setup. My setup is already kind of, I guess, crowded with those samurai swords taking up a lot of room. But that's $8 right there. Moving over to this $10 bundle, or 1,000 credits. I know I do it off of US pricing. But 4 pieces in here, so you get this, I don't know, gunmetal bluish color. Pretty cool looking. It's different. It's unique, I would say. It's not too bright. You get this muzzle at the end right there. Not really too bad looking, but again, you don't really see that in game. It's more or less when you're just looking at your weapon. You get the weapon attachment. Pretty cool looking. Goes with that whole samurai theme. And then another, it's a backdrop, nameplate backdrop, but it won't load. Let's load it up. There you go. So again, goes with that Yorai theme that we have going on. And so last but not least will be this $12 set right here, 1,200 credit set. Obviously it's on sale. Can't remember what it was, but it's probably something like 16 or 1,800 credits. Let's see what we get in here. 9 items. So you get this unique stance because I believe this is the only stance that doesn't actually have a weapon in your hand. A weapon that you can actually use in-game in your hand. Either there's no weapon or there's, you know, a weapon from the game, but this thing you can't actually use in game. So I don't know, maybe they can replace that with the hammer. That'd be the only thing I could think could take that place there. But then we got the coating, which overall isn't a bad looking coating. So if you were one of those who end up getting the Yorai core as part of the winter update and you didn't get it during Season 1 and you don't really care for all the cadet coatings, this is probably your best chance at paying $12 and getting a pretty cool looking Spartan, because you also get the helmet, which is kind of a scuba helmet in my opinion, along with the attachment, which makes it look even more scuba. Then you got the visor color. You got the chest plate, which does not color match, so therefore I will not get it because you see it kind of looks weird and out of place. You got the shoulders, gives it a different look. Obviously you get the other shoulder. And then you get the knee pads. So all 9 pieces right there can dress up your doll looking Yorai armor core and make it look unique. Well, I guess as unique as it can look because other people could purchase it and do the same thing. But moving on from there, let's go ahead and go over to what is the ultimate item of the week. So it is this Have Shmoa weapon charm. And what you need to do, so challenge number 11, the ultimate challenge, is complete matches of big team battle in PvP. And you have to do 3 of those. So play 3 big team battle matches. I believe the featured mode of the week is a big team battle mode. So you can just go ahead and play that one. I believe that one's like that Fiesta one, but we'll go ahead and get over to that right now. So talking about that, let's move over to it. So yes, so Big Team Social, which is basically Big Team Fiesta, random games, random game modes you can actually play in this one. To me, a lot of fun. This was during the Yappening that this first appeared, and it was a whole lot of fun. So you go ahead and play this one, or you can play standard Big Team Battle if that's what you want. But that's going to be the featured mode of the week. Now moving on from there, I got some news because a lot of people were saying since the winter update came out and it came with custom game browser and the in-game reporting, those were two features that were supposed to come with season 3. So people were thinking, well, if we got those two things early, then maybe they're going to put 2 more things to take its place. Well, that's not quite how it's going to happen, because Unisheck ended up coming out saying, you know, to set expectations, don't expect anything different, anything added into the season 3 roadmap. At this point, I mean, they might end up appearing with something, but he doesn't want to set any expectations. So just set your expectations for what they promise, which is the 100 tier battle pass, the bandit weapon, new maps, or 2 new maps, arena map and a big team battle map, the new equipment, which is the shroud screen, game mode, which is VIP and escalation, a new fractured event, new narrative events, Forge beta updates, and quality of life improvements. So those are the main things that we want to go ahead and say should be part of season 3. And I say should because we do know things could end up, I guess, pushing those ones. And season 3 starts on March 7th for anyone who's interested there. Now, one more thing I wanted to add about Halo Infinite was that there is probably going to be a Twitch drop this Saturday, which would be December 17th. There is going to be an HCS event. I'll go ahead and do a separate video on that once I have all the info, what the Twitch drop is going to be. So look out for that video. All right, moving on to the poll that I put out about 2 weeks ago. So basically what I asked is, are you or did you buy the Frostbite effect set from the shop this week? Now, take into account that was 2 weeks ago. This effect set was in the shop until this morning when we ended up having our weekly reset, but it was in the shop for 1,800 credits. In the US, that's $18 basically right there. And it looks like about 80% of people said no. And a lot of the reason why was either they didn't like it, but the vast majority said it was too overpriced. Now, I was in the camp that I ended up purchasing it. I liked it. I like these effects. I wanted it. I went ahead and purchased it. I ended up using 3 of them on my, I guess my Spartans. I would like to use the antlers at the same exact time as the spiked shoulders, but they don't allow that right now. Hopefully in the future you're able to do, you know, an effect on your helmet, an effect on your chest piece, and an effect on your legs. Because we do have like the flame for the helmet, we got the flaming shoulders, and then we got that, I don't know, it's kind of like magma cracking effect for your shins. And I would like to have all those on my Spartan at one time. I think that would look pretty cool and unique. But that's going to be it for this week. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and until next time, Assassinator's out.